Please be seated. I know some of you may be surprised to see me up here today, and trust me, so am I. For those who don't know, I'm Josh's brother, but today you can just call me Minister Cody. When Josh and Vicky first asked me to officiate their wedding, I thought they were joking, yet here I am. And although I will say this wasn't my first choice, I am honored to be the person that will be marrying them today in front of all of their friends and family. I've known Josh my entire life, and in that time, he has always been disciplined, hardworking, and kind to others. No matter what he did it to the best of his ability, from when he first started to high jump, to throwing discus, and even now while coaching others. Josh is the kind of person that will not only try to better himself, but to better the people around him. To this day, I still resist Josh's continuing attempts to make me more athletic than I am. From the start, Vicky has always treated us like part of her family, never missing a special occasion, or even something as simple as our little cousin Shane's football games. Her kind heart and love of family makes it easy to see why she fits right in. As some of you may know, Vicky is dedicated to her work. You can often hear her talk about a new movie coming out, or having just worked a 10-hour day, as she said she will be doing this coming Monday. It is this dedication and love of family that Josh and Vicky share, and it brings them closer because of it. Josh and Vicky are made for each other. Beginning as friends, they have built the foundation for a long-lasting relationship. Throughout their life together, they will support each other in achieving their goals, and will share many exciting experiences. Activities like rock climbing, hiking, and Spartan races are all tests of strength that would normally tear some apart, but only bring Josh and Vicky closer together. They are never afraid of starting a new journey, and today is no exception. On behalf of Josh and Vicky, I would like to thank you all for being here this afternoon, for taking the time and making the journey. Josh and Vicky have invited you here to share this moment with you. They have known most of you for many years. You watched them grow up, you went to school with them, or you worked with them. Because you are the ones who have supported them and have known them so well, it is only fitting that you are the ones to share this moment with them. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of human relationships. No ceremony can create your marriage. Only you can do that, through love and patience, through dedication and perseverance, through talking and listening, helping and supporting and believing in each other, through tenderness and laughter, through learning to forgive, learning to appreciate your differences, and by learning to make the important things matter and to let go of the rest. What this ceremony can do is to witness and affirm the choice you make to stand together as life mates and partners. Jacqueline Hart will now read The Art of Marriage by William A. Peterson.
The little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together, facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room for the things of the spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
And Gina Siami will now read I'll Be There For You by Louise Cudden.
I'll be there, my darling, through thick and through thin, when your mind's in a mess and your head's in a spin, when your plane's been delayed and you've missed the last train, when life is just threatening to drive you insane, when your thrilling whodunit has lost its last page, when somebody tells you you're looking your age, when your coffee's too cool and your wine is too warm, when the forecast says fine, but you're out in a storm, when your quick break hotel turns into a slum and your holiday photos show only your thumb, when you park for 5 minutes in a residence bay and return to discover you've been towed away, when the jeans that you bought in hope or in haste just stick on your hips and don't reach round your waist, when the food you most like brings you out in red rashes, when as soon as you boot up the bloody thing crashes. So my darling, my sweetheart, my dear, when you break a rule, when you act the fool, when you've got the flu, when you're in a stew, when you're last in the queue, don't feel blue, 'cause I'm telling you, I'll be there.
Throughout time, countless people from many cultures, religions, and societies have gathered among friends and families to celebrate their love for one another and their commitment to each other. Each culture has symbols and rituals to celebrate marriage, from the Chinese tea ceremony to the Jewish tradition of breaking the glass. A rich tapestry of traditions from around the world combine to symbolize the meaning of marriage. Today we should try to remember that a wedding is a symbol, a heartfelt and meaningful symbol, but a symbol nonetheless. This ceremony is not magic. It will not create a relationship that does not already exist and has not already been celebrated in the commitments Josh and Vicky have made to each other, both large and small, in the days since they first met. What we are celebrating today is not the beginning of a marriage, but a marriage already in progress. The ceremony is a symbol of how far they have come together and a symbol of the promises that they will continue to make to each other throughout their lives together. Nothing is easier than standing here and saying these words, and nothing is more difficult than living them day to day. When you love someone, you do not love them all the time in exactly the same way. That is impossible. Yet that is what most of us expect. We forget the ebb and flow of life, and of love, and of relationships. We insist on permanence, on duration, on continuity. But in love, as in life, the only stability is in change, in growth, and in freedom. Therefore, what you promise today must be renewed and reaffirmed tomorrow and all of the tomorrows to come. May we have the rings? Josh and Vicky, please take hands. And all of you who love each other, please take each other's hands as well. Please take a good look at your partner's hands. These are the hands of your best friend that are holding yours on your wedding day. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that when wrinkled and aged will still be reaching for yours. Do you, Josh, take Vicky to be your wife to share your life with hers, to build your dreams together, to support her through times of trouble, and rejoice with her in times of happiness? Do you promise to give respect, love, and loyalty to her every day for the rest of your life?
I do.
Do you, Vicky, take Josh to be your husband, to share your life with his, to build your dreams together, to support him through times of trouble, and rejoice with him in times of happiness? Do you promise to give respect, love, and loyalty to him every day for the rest of your life?
I do.
No one but you can declare yourselves married. You have begun it here today in speaking your vows before your friends and family, and you will do it again in the days and years to come, standing by each other, sharing the highs and lows of life. My hope for you is this: may you have many long years to delight in each other's company and to love and be loved by the friends and family who have come here today to support you. May you make a home together that is at once sheltering and welcoming. May you each do meaningful, productive work at home and in the world, learning from your failures and growing from your accomplishments. May life's challenges be met together with courage and optimism, and may your days be filled with laughter, imagination, trust, friendship, and love. As goes an old Irish blessing, may love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and home. May good and faithful friends be yours wherever you may roam. May peace and plenty bless your world with joy that long endures. May all life's passing seasons bring the best to you and yours. By the power of your love and commitment, and by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss each other.
If you love somebody, better tell them why they're here, 'cause they just may run away from you. You'll never know what went well, then again it just depends on how long the time is left for you. I've had the highest mountains, I've had the deepest rivers. You can have it all, but now keep moving. I'll take it in, but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? Been waiting on this for a while now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Red Tail Lodge. My name is Bill from Gold Productions, along with DJ tonight, Albie G, along with G. We're going to provide entertainment for you this evening, so how are you? Wait a minute. Vicky and Josh just got married. How's everybody doing? There we go. Well, it's time to bring our bride and groom, but before we do that, we have some very important guests to introduce to you. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for parents of the bride, Ken and Kathy Hart. We want to keep that applause going for parents of the groom, John and Lynn Gallagher. And now to start off our bride escorted by Bruce and Cody Gallagher. Our next bridesmaid is Gina Siami, escorted by groomsman Steven Scamakichi. And now for what we like to call the VIPs of our wedding party, our maid of honor, Jacqueline Hart, escorted by Bethany and David Gallagher. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if we can ask you all to please rise. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please rise, as it gives us great pride and pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Josh and Vicki Gallagher. Chosen a beautiful song for their first dance, Better Together by Jack Jones.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. Our dreams, and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone love. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart. Why we're here and where do we go, and how come we're so hard? It's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we're looking through stars and we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight, but I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings or brings new things. But tomorrow night you see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I have to do, but if all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree light. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Gallagher. We're going to ask Josh to step to the side of the dance floor. We're going to ask Vicky's dad to find his way to the center of the dance floor. They're going to be dancing to Daddy's Little Girl by Monkey Moon.
You're the end of the rainbow, my pot of gold, the daddy's little girl. Shining star, you're as bright as the sunshine, morning's first light. You were my day, bright and my night. Your sugar, your spice, you're everything nice, and your daddy's a leader, yeah.
How about a big round of applause for Vicky and her dad? Now we'd like to have Josh escort his mom to the center of the dance floor. They're going to be dancing to Over the Rainbow. How about a big round of applause for Josh and his mom? We're going to ask everyone to find their way to their seats because we're going to turn the microphone over to our maid of honor, Jack.
All right. So I've thought a lot about what I'm going to say today because, I mean, my sister's getting married to the person who I think she was meant to be with. And I don't really know that there are words that you can just pin that down into like neat, precise words. But I'm going to try. Okay, so there's something I've come to realize, that we create the world that we live in. Like what we say, what we do, the things that we believe in, and the people that we fall in love with. The world pushes on us and we push back. And somewhere in the ebb and flow, somewhere in the tide of our lives, we find each other and we find ourselves. We pick a spot and we just start building. Little things at first, just good morning texts and I love yous before bed. And we build until you stand back and you build a life, and you build a world. My sister has always been there for me, whether it's removing me from the deep end of the pool when I was too young to actually know how to swim, but old enough to want the adventure, or just replying to my text almost before I send them. It's pretty fast, it's funny. Or just being there and listening to me when the world gets too loud and too much and just a little bit too overwhelming. Josh has always been there for me too. He's been my embarrassing road trip dad on trips around the tri-state area for concerts, mostly in New Jersey. And he's helped me see me through a couple of Spartan races. He kept me going when all I wanted to do mid-race was lie down, take a nap. And he genuinely laughs at most of my jokes, which isn't rare, but it is appreciated. The world that Vicky and Josh live in, the world they've created, is one where I always feel safe and loved and valued. It's where I can understand how to be the best, most authentic version of myself. It's one where I feel listened to and trusted, maybe not my fashion sense, but everything else about me. They've started to create a world and a life that's focused on the important things: family and community, love and hope and light. They're two of the most solid and reliable people I've ever met. And I know I'm not the only one who, in the tides of my life or in other people's lives, has washed up on the shore of the world they have built and found safe harbor and given safe harbor. Today, we're getting a glimpse of this world. It's one full of love and hope and community. I'm honored to be even a small part of this world that you put together, sister. It's a beautiful one. So can we just get a toast for these two?
Escort her mom to the center of the dance floor. They're going to be dancing to I Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
And how about a big round of applause for Vicky and her mom? Now we're going to do a group photo with